some really interesting Sims news today, and I won't lie, I am feeling a little bit concerned. I'll talk you through it. They finally posted the next roadmap. So to kind of catch you up to speed, every few months they post these big roadmap things on Twitter. And in the past, they've been like single screenshots with like 6 things listed. Last time it was like, oh, there's gonna be 1 game pack, 2 kits, some like event, and a couple updates. It kind of like listed off everything. This time it's a GIF and it's 2 things. Now that's a little bit concerning to me because usually they've listed off more. I don't think that it means that we're not getting more. Like, I'd be really surprised if there was no game updates in the next couple of months. I feel like they've just chosen to not tell us about them for some reason. This is the tweet they just posted. It says, "The fun starts when the sun goes down." The Sims Twitter has been kind of weird the past couple of days. They changed their icon and header last night. They first posted this kind of vague tweet that just said, "See you tomorrow," with this video of the plumb bob turning into a neon sign. No further context, but they did change their profile picture and their header. The profile picture is that same neon sign, and the header says, "This season, it's lights out." And we kind of have this like night sky, almost galaxy looking thing with the glowing plumb bob. My first thought last night was like, is that supposed to be a full moon? That was kind of my initial theory. I did make a joke on Twitter last night about how like, what if this whole thing is just them teasing they're gonna finally fix the broken rocket ship? Because by the way, the rocket ship has been broken for months. Have you noticed that? Sometimes it works, other times you can't even click on it. It's very annoying. I'm doing the not so berry challenge right now. I need the rocket ship and it doesn't function. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. That leads us up to the roadmap today. So they just posted this video an hour ago. It says, "The fun starts when the sun goes down, so seize the night this season." And this is the video they posted. I think we should watch it with the sound. We've just got a Sim sitting here on a couch. This is all just base game stuff, but they're watching the TV. And there's some rather suspicious footage. It says, "Stay up in The Sims with 1 game pack and 2 kits coming May/June 2022. Okay, so what does that mean? Also, did you hear the wolf sound? And did you see this, the full moon? I feel like, I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions, but I feel like they might be adding a werewolf pack. That kind of checks out to me. They said 1 game pack. We've been doing occults in game packs. I feel like this might be the time. We got this whole like stay up at night, late night kind of vibe. I have no idea what the pack would actually be like world-wise. I mean, I feel like this rock might be a new world, but would they actually show us that this early on? Maybe it's just like set dressing, I don't know. Same thing, they made this like little city street thing. That could just be set dressing as well. But like, is it a little tiny city? I'm getting ahead of myself because the pack's not even confirmed or announced yet, but I'm kind of getting excited about the thought of a werewolf pack. I don't care about occults at all, literally at all. I feel like I've kind of put myself in this box of like the person who hates occult Sims, and it's not that I hate occult Sims. It's that I specifically hate Vladdy Daddy coming to my house at nighttime and trying to break in. And also, I used to hate occult Sims a lot more. I used to play The Sims like a lot differently. Back in the day, I was very like, I'm gonna have my little family and everything's gonna be realistic. And now I've kind of turned more to chaos mode where like, I'm gonna have my Sim get eaten by piranhas, you know? So I feel like this werewolf pack appeals a lot more to 2022 Simsy than like 2017 Simsy. I don't know how often I'd actually play with werewolves, but I like the idea of a really cool occult pack. I think that Realm of Magic and Vampires were actually both really well made. I did have issues with them, but mostly with the world and like the houses being ugly and the lots being bad. But now the Sims team works with simmers most of the time to make the lots, so usually it's better. So I don't really have that problem anymore. Like, don't even get me started on the Realm of Magic build. One of them has a staircase to nowhere. There's like no door in the back. Realm of Magic makes me want to cry when I think about the world and the missed potential. But because they've gotten a lot better at that now, I feel like a werewolf pack might actually be cool. One concern I've been seeing a lot on Twitter last night and now especially today with this like thing sort of being teased, people are worried about them not making a supernatural pack like The Sims 3 and having like each of the occults in different game packs. And I get it, The Sims 3 had one supernatural pack that had like 4 occults all in one, but The Sims 4 is doing individual packs for vampire spellcasters and now possibly werewolves. And I can see like the nickel and diming concern when it comes to EA, but I really do think that having an entire dedicated pack to each of these occults makes them way better. Like vampires in The Sims 4 are so much more fleshed out than they were in The Sims 3. Trying to fit in all 4 into just one pack made them all kind of like how mermaids are in The Sims 4 now. Just not that good. I mean, they were probably better than mermaids, but they just weren't as good. I think The Sims 4 is doing occults better, to be honest. I guess I'm speaking as a person who doesn't care about occults really. But I feel like The Sims 4 is doing a better job of that. And I will say, there's something about werewolves that interests me a little bit more than vampires did. I don't know why. I'm just wondering how on earth they're gonna do it. Maybe it's like pure curiosity. Like, what are they gonna look like? Are you not a little bit worried about that? I'm a little bit worried about that. How wolfy are we talking? I don't know. I feel like they might be kind of weird looking and it makes me nervous. But also, what if they add in body hair with this pack? I mean, there's like a lot of potential for more like normal things that could be added with a pack like this. Like in my brain, a werewolf pack and a body hair base game update go like hand in hand. I also like the idea of a lunar cycle being added to the game. We had that in The Sims 3 and I literally hated it. I always used to turn it off, but that's because the full moons were so annoying. In The Sims 3 on a full moon, the whole game would turn like creepy green lighting and zombies would come out of the ground. It was infuriating, but if they did like a more normal lunar cycle in The Sims 4, I feel like that kind of could go well with this pack as well. So even if I don't really like the idea of werewolves, I don't think I'll play with them that much. I think there's a lot of things that might come with this pack that would probably appeal to my more regular gameplay, and so that excites me. I'm curious to hear in the comments though what you think about that. I know I'm getting like really ahead of myself by just being like, yes, it's werewolves, because we don't actually know, but listen, look, I won't lie, I don't know why mine isn't showing this, but I've seen on Twitter that they changed the graphics on the Sims website. So this is that new main art piece that says, stay up with the Sims, step into the moonlight, and explore who you are after dark. I mean, come on, werewolves. What else could that be? And also on that page, when they do these roadmaps, they'll add like all the unreleased stuff kind of teased right here. This has happened for the past few months at least, maybe even a year at this point. And they always have these little like teaser lines about the packs. So we have both the kits and the game pack. The game pack says go wild. So like go wild, step into the moonlight. I mean, werewolves, right? Werewolves. What else could it be? Werewolves. It has to be werewolves. Imagine it's not. Imagine this is like Cars. It's Cars. Imagine it's Cars. I don't know. This image is kind of screaming Cars to me. Step into the moonlight. Yeah. Cars, right? But there's also the two kits on here. This is the only info we have on these. It says, seize the night. The fun starts when the sun goes down. Whether you're dressing up for a big date, making memories in your backyard, or running wild, this season will have you staying up late. And the two kits say chic nights out and cozy nights in. What does that mean? I feel like based on this description, dressing up for a big date, maybe this chic nights out is like definitely a cast kit, but the making memories in your backyard thing, would that possibly be a build kit or like maybe a gameplay kit? I don't know. What memories do you make in your backyard at nighttime that we don't already have? I'm like, I don't know, hot tubs, grilling, fire pits. We already have those things. Even like movie projector screens, like we've got that too. So I don't know what to expect with that. We also have two outdoor furniture packs already. There's two stuff packs, the backyard stuff and the perfect patio stuff. So like, I don't know. But I like the idea of like a cozy furniture pack. A cozy indoor living room furniture pack is more so my dream, but this backyard line is kind of throwing me off. I don't really know what to expect from that, but I guess we'll find out. There's not currently any timing that's being hinted towards. Oh, I will link this Sims community article down below if you want to read it, by the way. It just has like all the screenshots. It's kind of easier to read this breakdown than it is to like watch the tweet, you know, because the tweet's a video, so it scrolls away. I'm like trying to break this down. That's just base game stuff sitting in the backyard, and that's not cozy nights in. But this next scene is kind of screaming like date night cast kit. Wait, that's a funny screenshot. She looks goofy. That's amusing. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, this is kind of screaming like possibly cast kit. And then after that is a werewolf hint. So I guess this is the teaser for the cozy nights in thing. I don't know. There's not a lot to go off of from this. I'm purely speculating. Although I wouldn't be surprised if this leaks. They always leak the kits. So I suppose it might not be too long until we find out. The other kind of curious thing is that it says May and June. Why is the roadmap smaller? They always do 3-month roadmaps. They skipped a month, posted it late, and then just have May and June listed. And they didn't tease any updates. I want more info than this. The way they put one game pack and 2 kits, do you think the game pack is coming first because it's listed first, or am I reading into that too much too? There is such little info. I am like grasping at straws with this. I miss the old roadmaps. Look at this one. We had way more to go on with this one. We had pack icons. We had 6 things. It's the same though. It's 1 game pack and 2 kits. I feel like we're probably gonna have the same like what, free global food items, unique community collaborations, and a few more surprises. That's not saying that much either. I feel like the same thing could be said of this roadmap. I don't know. I'll stop rambling about it. I think we've officially covered every base we possibly can with this. There's not much else to say. I am curious though, in the comments, what are your theories about these? Especially the kits, because I feel like the game pack is gonna be werewolves, right? What else? I mean, if you've got any other ideas, let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Also, do you care about werewolves? I don't know if I care about werewolves. I'm kind of on the fence. Genuinely, I think my excitement stems from like pure curiosity. Like, how on earth are they gonna make werewolves in The Sims 4? What are they gonna look like? I'm afraid. I'm genuinely afraid. Anyway, let's chat in the comments. And if you like Sims news videos like this, I always make them. The roadmap ones are kind of the most fun because it's all speculation. But feel free to subscribe so you don't miss stuff like this in the future. And with that being said, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Tomorrow is May the 4th. Should I finally play with the Star Wars pack again, or is that even too soon? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't. It's just gonna ruin your day. No one needs to see but two. No one needs that.